This week's Growing, Eating, and Educating, NanBop Farm Director Andrea Bushre is going to show us how she keeps all of the plants and animals hydrated on the farm during hot and dry weather.
Yeah, hydrating the goats, chickens, dogs, and plants. Andrea Bushre shows us how. Check it out.
Guys, welcome back to Growing, Eating, and Educating. I'm your farm director, Andrea Bushre, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about how we are keeping everything on the farm cool and happy during this heat. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we are hydrating our goats, keeping the chickens cool, our dogs, and then also our plants. So let's get into it. The easiest way to make sure the goats are hydrated is to have this little mixture that we use here. So it's basically like making your own little Gatorade cocktail just in their water tub. And so we start with molasses, and so that's really just our sweetener, and it makes it so it's easier and more palatable for them to drink. And then we add in a little bit of salt. This is our Epsom salt. It's something that will absorb and has a lot of magnesium. And then we have our apple cider vinegar. So this is the acid that they'll need for their bodies to properly absorb all the magnesium. This is also something that kind of helps keep their gut cleansed. It's great for gut health as well. So it is kind of all around keeps them hydrated and healthy. Chickens cool themselves down usually by dust bathing. And so to make sure that we're keeping them cool, we're making sure that they have enough area for access for dust bathing. And then we're also adding in a sprinkler. So sprinklers will wet down the area and make it a little bit muddier, cooler, but it also kind of sprays on the chickens, and the chickens love that, and it helps them to stay cool. Other people also have used frozen bags of corn, so something in the veggie section. It's something that they can kind of peck at, and it kind of cools down their crop, and internal temperature kind of cools down from there. To keep our dogs cool, we make these little treats for them. And so all we're doing is grabbing a little Tupperware dish, adding a little molasses in there, water, little peanut butter chunks, and then making it fun by adding like their little treats in there. So it's something fun for them to kind of discover. It's something that easily cools their internal body temperature down. It gives them a fun little treat, and it just kind of keeps them preoccupied during the day. So it's super simple and quick to do. The other thing that you want to make sure if you have plants or a garden is to irrigate your plants a little bit extra in the morning, just to make sure that their root system is a little bit cooler, and it kind of keeps the heat stress a little bit away from your plants. Other than that, these are just a couple little tricks for you guys to try out on your farm to keep all of your farm animals and plants happy.
Now, if you'd like to follow Farm Director Andrea Bushre and the locally owned and operated NanBop Farm, check out their Facebook page and Instagram at NanBop Farm. NanBop posts frequently about all of their events and what's growing on the farm. If you'd like to reach out to them with any questions, their email is info@nanbopfarm.